lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Annie, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so live.
Hi, this is Tammy Sue with Lashes to Lashes Studio, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, you are watching Good Morning Frederick. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, November 5th. It is election day, and I'm your host, Danny Gurry. I hope you get out there and do your civic duty today. Polls are open until 8 p.m. tonight. And let's remember, no matter what happens, we are a strong people. We are going to keep going, do what we do, right? So let's just take a moment. It was very disappointing, actually, on social media this morning. I saw somebody post that they were visiting Washington, D.C. for the first time, and many of the businesses in D.C. are boarded up, and they have put, cement walls everywhere to prevent the rioting that they're expecting. What has happened to this country? Like, that is the most ridiculous thing, that we have made it a normal course of habit, that if something doesn't go the way we want, there's rioting. Protesting, I'm all for it. Peaceful protests, all for it. But the fact that businesses in a city have to board their windows to protect themselves because of how people may react to election results or a championship game. I don't know. I don't know how we've gotten here. I really don't. It's quite disappointing, to be honest. And I really hope that no matter how things go, people just remain calm and do what they need to do, right? We just need to keep on keeping on. That's what we do as a people. We come together. We're united. Let's remember how we all came together and are still coming together for people in North Carolina. Every time that there is a natural disaster, our country comes together. Let's remember that, please. All right, enough of that. But I really, truly hope nothing horrible happens. My goodness, really. Okay, show rundown today. Of course, we got Bob Miller, Chris Michaels joining us with your local news, weather, and sports. We're going to go over what's happening in Frederick, and there is a lot happening still. It's going to come to a screeching halt soon enough, but right now, there is still plenty of events if you're looking for something fun to do. We are going to find out what's for dinner from the Common Market. They are displaying their help for you for Thanksgiving Day. If you're looking for help with your sides, they've got some really great, healthy, and delicious alternatives, or, something that they can prepare for you. And I get a chance to chat with Kim Dow from Sass Magazine. If you haven't seen the magazine, we're going to tell you how you can get one and find out what, made her decide to start a magazine. It really was kind of spur of the moment, which is fun. All right. I haven't gotten the total yet, but yesterday Shannon said something to me. Shannon Flannery, who owns the store, the home of Everything Frederick, where I sometimes broadcast from. And she also was the founder of the group Everything Frederick and More on Facebook. She said that in October, we didn't have many sales at all for the whole month. Well, that is disappointing. All right. So I will kick in no matter if you guys are purchasing the Good Morning Frederick merch or not, right? Because the kids of Frederick County need a Christmas, and I'm not going to let them go without. But if you're so inclined, this Thursday through Sunday, please head over to the home of Everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. Pick up your Good Morning Frederick merch, including these really cute ornaments. I've got t-shirts, hats, beanies, fleece, all kinds of things. I even have stickers for like $2. So if you just want to participate, you don't want to spend a lot, maybe you don't have a lot, look, totally get it. I have magnets for $5. There are very affordable things if you just want to support. And if nothing else, maybe you don't want the Good Morning Frederick merch. It's fine. I'm not taking that personal. Please make sure you mark your calendars the first week in December to donate to Christmas Cash for Kids. And I'm going to have all the details, and we might be streaming some of it right here on the Everything Frederick Live channel. Also, if you are a local business and you want to have a coin cash collection jar at your place of business, and you feel like you might be able to collect about $100 from now through the first week of December, message me, let me know, and I will get you a Christmas Cash for Kids collection bin apparatus. It's not really a can, it's plastic, it's clear, it's kind of cool. But anyway, I will bring one to your shop or your office, but I would love for you guys to only do it if you feel like you would be able to collect $100. Now, what I have said in years past when I've done this with other organizations is, if you're going to have one of the bins at your place of business, as the business owner, you will make sure to commit $100. So if your people, your customers only donate 50, then you kick in the other 50. Or maybe you are very generous and you just write the $100 check. We will take that too. All right. So anyway, Christmas Cash for Kids is a great cause, helps kids in Frederick County. I'm so excited to be a part of it this year. So no matter what, they will have a great Christmas, and I will definitely donate, even if you don't buy the merch. Okay. I'm all right. I'm all right with it. All right. Let's go ahead and, make sure you subscribe. We are doing some really fun stuff. Make sure you text GMF to 888-465-2944. I have some big plans for the 200th show. It is going to be invite. There are going to be some great prizes. I got a lot of fun stuff that we're giving away on the 100th show, which is January 13th. And I know you feel like it's a far way away. It's literally 2 months away, which is nuts. Anyway, and don't forget about the podcast. We got that for you as well. So you can listen while you're doing laundry or in the car driving or whatever you want to do. All right, let's go ahead and get this one, Tuesday, Election Day, going. Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or somewhere around the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts make that process easy. We Help You Move is veteran-owned and a huge supporter of the Frederick community. WeHelpYouMove.com. All right, let's get started. Let's hear what is happening locally. I have a feeling I know where this conversation is going this morning. Good morning.
Hey
You know,
there.
How
you
are
say
you?
you say where the conversation's going. It's almost like we had a talk this morning before the show. It's almost like we actually all really like each other.
Oh,
Which
yes.
we really
Yes,
do.
for
So.
sure. Even if we hadn't chatted earlier, I had a feeling where this may be going today.
Good morning, my friend.
About my white T-shirt that's got stains. I mean, I really do need to look at that early in the morning. I need to wake up and go, okay, this shirt is going to be on Good Morning Frederick, and I mean, look at it for God's sakes. What? Who dresses you, Bob?
Well,
Oh, I
thankfully, we're
do.
not in like 4K high definition. We can't really see it, so you're safe right now. Unless it was
Good.
on your shoulder, then I would be a little concerned about how it ended up there. But
Just don't lift up the pits in case
trust
there's
me.
yellow. Just don't lift up the pits in case there's yellow pit stains or anything on there. So otherwise you're good. Morning, Bob.
Trust me. You'd be surprised at where I get food on my clothes. It's, and my wife does a great job because I never used to wear white. You know how there are people who wear T-shirts, and there are people who don't wear T-shirts under their shirts. I don't wear normal T-shirts. I mean, but my wife got me these, because she's like, I'm tired of you ruining your good shirts. So wear these. And I have. And I mean, there's not one of them that is white anymore. They're all kind of ugly and dirty. And I would, I mean, where did this show start off at?
well,
It's election day, isn't it?
it is election day. I appreciate you trying to distract the conversation a little bit, but
Right. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Did
like
you
I
vote
said
early?
in my open today, I truly, truly hope that people don't go ballistic. They're boarding up everything in DC. People are visiting DC right now, and everything is boarded up in preparation for what could potentially come, which is how did we get here? Why do we do that as a people? What is the right? I mean, I don't mind the protesting, peaceful protest. That is, I'm all for that. But the fact that people loot, throw things through storefronts, burn things down when their team wins a championship or loses, or when their candidate doesn't win. What is that?
I don't know,
We
but you
had
know
that.
where it started, right?
Where did it start?
Where the teams, it was Maryland. Maryland was the first team where I think they won or whatever it was, and they started to do the rioting and the looting and the out on the street stuff and burning cars and stuff like that. It was the University of Maryland.
Wait, when did Maryland win? What year? What year was that?
1912. No, I think it was. I don't know if it was like I think it was like an ACC championship game. I'd have to go back, but I just remember that was part of something, and I remember listening to like, well, Maryland was the first school that happened at. So hey, there you go, number one,
terrible.
Maryland. Way to go, Maryland.
Terrible.
Yeah.
If that is the truth, if Maryland was the first one to do it, that's so disappointing. And I mean, I remember it like after a Bulls game in Chicago. I remember seeing it. But the fact that it happens so frequently that we are actually preparing. I mean, I don't throw any shade on the businesses who are boarding up and all of that. I just I think that is crazy. It's craziness.
We kind of had this. I'm sorry, Bob. We kind of had this discussion this morning, and of course, we're going to kind of forego local news today, as we talked about, because I mean, honestly, the local news is election day, and we'll kind of get the local stuff that's going on. We'll discuss it. But me and Bob talked about that this morning, and I had mentioned to Bob that regarding politics, if our leaders, can't get along, what makes you think us as Americans are going to get along? We look at our leaders; they despise each other for other parties, and it's sad. It's the rhetoric that comes out of their mouth. Both sides. Okay, the Trump campaign and the Harris campaign. The Trump campaign saying, "Oh, if Harris wins, we're going to be, we're not going to be a democracy anymore." And then the Harris campaign, if Trump wins, then you have to watch out for your daughters because your daughters won't be safe. It's the rhetoric and the garbage coming from both sides. My whole point of this whole thing is, at the end of the day, it's not worth losing friends and family over, because we're always going to be the United States of America. Whoever becomes president, we have a Senate, we have a House. Okay, presidents aren't kings and queens and rulers of this country. So at the end of the day, our country's still going to be great. It's still going to be a great country. And to lose a friend or a family member over politics, it's dumb, because if you need help, if you're struggling, if you need a shoulder to cry on, you think the Republican Party is going to be there for you? You think the Democrat Party is going to be there for you? Your friends and family is going to be there for you. So it's stupid.
Well, my point is we should never look to people like this, celebrities, politicians, whatever. We all have our own choices to make, in the sense that rhetoric should not drive anyone to do anything. Like we should be using our own brains. That's my whole thing. So
I agree, but unfortunately, that's not how a lot of people think. They see what's going on, and they become so extreme in their mind because they look at our leaders, they look at cable news networks, and that's what they follow. So I agree with you.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think
all right.
my shirt is ugly.
There we go. Thank you.
Let's
for bringing
vote
us
on
back.
that. Should Bob
Yeah.
just take his shirt off? That's the next thing. No, here's what happens. I mean, tomorrow, whether Donald Trump is elected president or whether Kamala Harris is elected president, guess what? I'll be getting up at the crack of dawn, earlier than that, and putting on my shorts and going to work. And I will do so every single day, and I will do the best that I can. And I will try to influence the people who are around me. Like Chris said, it's just like your favorite football teams. I mean, you're a Jets fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. You're a Commanders fan. You know what? Guess what? Not a single player on that team knows who we are.
Right. Or cares what we think. Right.
Nobody cares. The people, as Chris said, you got to have the people around you. Those are the ones who are caring about you. But with that being said, if you don't like the direction the country's going in, if there are things, and you do have to vote. I mean, I voted early. It was one of those things. I waited about an hour and 15 minutes to vote early. I saw people couples walking up to vote early, and they just they looked at the line, they kind of went, and I don't know whether they came back or not, but you may run into the same thing. You may run into your lines. I talked to Jennifer, texted us. She votes in Mount Pleasant. She said it was just too packed for her to go and vote before work. She'd have to do it after work. And I know her, and she will. But, take the time, make sure you find a time to go vote. It's something that people in other countries fight and die for, and we take for granted.
Yeah, we do. We do, for sure. We really do.
And, it comes to, and this kind of segues, because again, we're going to kind of forego news, but talk local politics here. Great job with the Larry Hogan, former Governor Larry Hogan interview you did, Danny.
Only got that because of you, my friend. Thank you.
Well, but great job. And that kind of segues into what I was talking about as far as voting. Again, not taking sides here, just giving, opinions. That's what we get paid for here. Larry Hogan, Angela Also Brooks, of course, fighting for Senate. We had Ryan Smells from Fox News Radio on to kind of give us his opinion on the local elections. And it's very polarizing because Larry Hogan, as a Republican, is running in a extremely blue state. And from what I talked to, a lot of the Republicans out there say they won't vote for him because of the fact that he was anti former President Trump, and he's not going to vote for President Trump. Now, some of these people are just being extreme. They're saying, oh, well, he's not going to vote at all for President Trump. What I say to them is, if you are a Republican and you always vote Republican, are you not going to vote Larry Hogan because he doesn't like former President Trump? If that's the case, the person who you don't want to win, Angela Also Brooks, is going to win, who's not going to vote at all for former President Trump. So it's going to be a very crazy election between the two of them. And Larry Hogan's in a tough situation because he needs the Democrats, obviously, but he also needs the Republicans, who some of them, again, aren't going to turn out to vote for him.
Have you voted yet, Danny?
No, I am headed straight there after this show.
Wow. Are you going to take the camera crew with you too and vote?
Yeah, I don't think I can, but
No, you can't. No, you
yeah.
can't.
But Mama
I
Cone
did.
and I are heading to the polls right after the show.
I was thinking about this, and I don't think I'll do it, but I may make it up. Where I can actually see where I vote. Right, it's right across the street. It's where but I voted early, so I was thinking that I'll go over to my polling place and try to vote again, just to see if they catch it. Because there are people who believe that there's shenanigans going on. And I would never vote twice. Trust me, I wouldn't. I say vote early, vote often all the time, and make light of it. But if I actually went over there and said, okay, here's my name and where I vote, guess what I have to show?
Yeah,
my ID. I have to show my ID, which I think should be
they're
done.
Saying they're not even allowed to look at it. They refuse to even see it, which is so. That
Stupid.
to me is just so. Honestly, if I knew somebody's date of birth and address, I could just go vote for anybody
Yep.
I wanted. And then what happens? What happens when they go to vote?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Unless you're known. I mean, look, you're Danny. You're Good Morning Frederick. It's like they'll go, no, your name is not Chris Michaels. I'm sorry. Get out of here.
I already
you're right.
tried that, and they said you have too much hair. You have too much hair.
You're absolutely right. I mean, that can happen if you know somebody that well, and it wouldn't take much. I mean, somebody, an unfortunate leaving their check behind or something, you can find out the last four of their social, whatever. I mean, it happens all the time. Yeah. And this is not a case where we should allow that stuff. The other thing is that I think we need to change election laws around the country. We are now in early voting, and people are early voting. But we were talking to Eben Brown in Florida. They start counting those votes as soon as they're voted. In Georgia, they can't until after the polls close. In Maryland, we were doing stories where, if you're in line when the polls close, you can still vote, but they won't start counting those votes until all the polls are closed and everybody's out. That's ridiculous. Early voting should be done. If they're early voting, then count them as soon as you possibly can and get it out of the way. Make less work for you.
There has to be a better way. Now, I'm not, with our technology today, with the way that we are able to do other things. I mean, there is no business. I saw the Pennsylvania election guy almost boasting that, oh, well, we're not going to be able to, certify our results for 13 days, blah, blah, blah. Why? That is nuts.
Right?
That is nuts.
Yeah,
I mean, that is absolutely, I don't understand that at all.
And that's
At very least, what I understand is the reason they wouldn't start counting the votes is they're afraid that it'll leak, which it would, and people will say, oh, there were X number of votes, whatever. But at least certify that what you've received is legitimate. Match the signature, do the thing you have to do. All of that should be ready to go. But I do not remember. As a kid, I remember by the 11 o'clock news, you knew who the president was. You knew. There wasn't this stuff, this longevity, this opportunity for something to potentially happen that flips stuff on its ear, that makes people question the legitimacy. And if you don't question the legitimacy of our elections, if you believe that our elections have zero fraud and zero incidents, then you are living under a rock for either party, either candidate. This has nothing to do. You should be concerned if there are people who have placed more than one vote, if there are people that are taking ballots and utilizing them themselves, whatever it is, that should be concerning to every American, not just if your candidate comes out on top, it's okay. Like, that's just wrong on every level.
I concur. It started. You remember, it started with the hanging chads in Florida with Gore and Bush, and then the other thing is, of course, with the pandemic. Now all of a sudden we've got early voting, we've got absentee ballot, and we've got mail-in ballots, and we've got. It's just too much. It used to be when you were talking about that, when you would go in and you would walk in with your mom and dad, and they pulled the lever and the curtain closed, and they had it looked like the space shuttle or whatever.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because it was simple and they voted. Now you've got so many different elements which allow for the extracurricular activities and the shenanigans. You go back to a single day of voting, which we will never go back to. But
but you know what I think we should do? If you can't get yourself to the poll, what I think should happen is you have to show up. Somehow you're on Zoom and you show your ID and you're face to face with someone else. You give your details just like you were in person, and you transcribe to that person, and you make sure your vote is the way you want it to be, and it goes in somehow. Like there has to be some sort of technology utilized in that case to ensure that the people who need to early vote or absentee ballot, whatever, can do it. I don't know.
I'm going to get squeezed in here, then I'll acquiesce to Chris, is that when you say that off camera, there's a guy holding a gun to your head and saying you need to vote this. I mean, I'm just saying, you know what? I mean, it can happen. I mean, fraud. That's why I've always been, hey, go to your polling place and vote.
Agree.
There can never be anything.
Just be in person or you don't get to. I don't know.
Right.
But.
I'm okay. I will go and say early voting I'm okay with. Mail-in ballots, other than what they used to call them, absentee ballots. Yes. Okay. I'm fine with those because
it was mostly for our military.
Right. You had to go get those. You had to set those up. Anything else? Mail-in ballots? No. Get rid of those. Those were only because of the pandemic. The pandemic's over, and I think that's where most of the cheating happens. Yeah. I'm done.
All right. Let's go to local news, weather, and sports.
Well, we're going to go hit, because again, today's news was the elections. So we're going to go just hit weather. Of course, I talked about the local elections. We have Angela also Brooks and former Governor Larry Hogan running for Senate. And then locally, District 6, congressional race, Neil Parrott, who we've had on the show many a times. And you've actually talked to Neil Parrott also on Good Morning Frederick on Saturday, going against April McLean Delaney. So me and Bob were talking about that race, and I feel like, and I agree with Bob, I think it's all about door knocking. Parrott did a lot of door knocking. He knocked on doors. He came on the local media and talked to his constituents. April McLean Delaney, I couldn't get her on our show. Wish I could have, but she didn't get the word out like Neil Parrott did. So look, we'll see what happens with those local races. The bottom line is, like everybody says, I agree. Go out there and vote. Just do it. Let your, be heard. We live in the greatest country in the world. So anyway, getting real quick to weather, some good news here. Today, partly cloudy skies. It's going to be warm, high of 78. And tonight, again, partly cloudy skies, low around 60. Taking a look at tomorrow, partly cloudy skies in the morning will give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon. And then tomorrow night, slight chance of rain showers, low of 61. So it won't rain today. So you can get out there and vote without having to worry about rain or bringing an umbrella.
In sports last night, it was Monday Night Football. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs still unbeaten on the season. They got a 30-24 victory in overtime over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as a matter of fact. Girls flag football, Urbana downs Tuscarora 19-0. Audrey Newton, as the Hawks shut out the Titans, and TJ had a 19 for 26 passing, a $191 in passing yards. Middletown over Oakdale by a score of 21-12. Genevieve Chase went 19 for 23, 178 yards. Tuscarora defeated Walkersville 18-6. Brunswick over Catoctin 20-7. Mount St. Mary's got their first win of the season on their first game of the season. The Mountaineers led as many as 43 points. They win 98-62 over Notre Dame of Maryland. Derek Queen scored 22 points, grabbed 20 rebounds. The Terps got off on a good start. They beat Manhattan 79-49. Steph Curry, 18 of 24. 18 of his 24 points came in the second half. The Wizards lost to the Golden State Warriors 125-112. And the Saints fired their coach, Dennis Allen, on Monday after they lost to Carolina. There you go. That's a look at sports.
All right. Well, we wish you guys a great day today. Looking forward
Danny,
to.
Can I just say one thing? I'm sorry to interrupt before we roll out of here. I just want to tell all your viewers out there, for updated election coverage, keep your radio tuned to Free Talk 930 WFMD. We have the app. Download the app on Alexa. Our local news team, Diana Gibson and her team, will be keeping you updated all through the night on the local elections. Then, of course, we have Derek Hunter going on now, Mid-Maryland Live today at 4 o'clock with Tim and Frank. And then at 9 o'clock tonight to 1 a.m., we're going to have Fox News Radio's coverage of the election, up to minute on what's going on with the election. Fox News Radio here on Free Talk 930 WFMD.
Well, there you go. All right. I'll send you a bill for that right there.
Thanks for the plug.
Hey, and thank you for really promoting Christmas Cash for Kids
Yes.
before you started this morning. I do appreciate that. And don't forget, Christmas Bash for Kids is coming up, where you get to rock out to 5 great local bands for one price, and all the proceeds to benefit Christmas Cash for Kids. So we appreciate you doing that, Danny. And plus, buy the merch, man. And the merch, kind of some of the proceeds are going to Christmas Cash for Kids for a little while. So
at least donate. I don't care about the merch. At least if they donate, that's great. But we're going to get a bunch of places to put those money collection boxes. Don't you worry.
Yes. There you go.
Right.
Thank you, Danny.
Have a great day. See you guys. All right. Whew, that ran long. I knew it would. All right. Quick break. Then we're going to talk about what's happening in Frederick. We're going to talk about what's for dinner. And we've got Kim Dow from Sass Magazine. All of that comes right after this.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves. Double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset. 'Cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shannon Flannery beyond compare.
All right. Let's talk about what's happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by the Taco Bar. It is Taco Tuesday. Get 20% off 3 tacos all day long. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza on Route 40, right between 40 and alternate 40. Here are the kind of tacos that they've got today: steak, chicken, al pastor, carnitas, and fish. Oh, I love a fish taco. They also have vegan taco options as well. So if you're on a vegan diet, don't you worry. Taco Bar can help you there. And if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, well, try the beef tongue and small intestine tacos. TacoBar1.com. All right, let's get, that's the wrong one. Let me remove this. Hang on. Oh, goodness gracious. How did that not upload correctly? All right, let's try this one more time. I've got to upload from my computer. All right, well, I may have to go with the old one, even though I have new ones happening. All right, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to move stuff around because I have some really good stuff to talk about, and I got to get the right slide. I don't know why that is wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with Kim Dow from Sass Magazine, because that is that's the way we roll here. We just kind of make it work. But first, I've got to obviously talk about the market maker sponsors. So let's do that, and then we'll do Kim Dow, then we'll do what's happening in Frederick. All right. Market Makers sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. Join them on Sunday at the 92nd Brunswick Veterans Day Parade. Opening ceremony begins at 1. Parade starts at 2. I believe I saw they have over 100 entries with antique cars and all kinds of great stuff. How, you see them in the movies, the parades, and you wish your local area had one. Well, there is one right in Brunswick. So go attend this Sunday. All right. Kim Dow was a graphic designer helping to produce other magazines and publications when she thought, hey, I can do that. And Sass Magazine was born. I got the chance to chat with her about how it all started. Here is Kim Dow.
401 North Market Street in downtown Frederick, and I'm with the lovely Kim Dow.
Hello.
From Sass Magazine. So you guys have been around a while.
We just celebrated, we're starting our 10th year in publishing.
I was going to say it's about that because I think I met you right when you kind of first came into the market and started.
Yep.
Tell me about what you were doing before you launched Sass.
So before I launched Sass, I had a graphic design and branding company.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a lot of graphic design work for small businesses, associations, the full gamut.
Yeah. You did it all.
Yeah.
You did it all. And then what was the kind of point at which you go, start a magazine?
Yeah. So at the time we were doing the layout and design for a lot of different magazines, some locals, some regional, and a few like national trade magazines. And at the same time, we were also really enjoying doing branding for startup women-owned businesses. And there was just so many cool, women-owned businesses, small businesses here in Frederick. We're so lucky to be in a place that supports small businesses.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Like the community does. And I just decided those were the two things that I was enjoying the most.
Yeah.
And I decided one day to start a magazine.
Well, I guess really when you think about it, though, taking those things that you love the most, right, that you love to do. Do you say that now that you love it? No, I'm just kidding. Deadline day and all of that.
Yeah, it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Last week, no.
Yeah.
Last week was deadline week.
So how big is your team?
There's 2 of us.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought I remembered it was just you or you and somebody else.
Yeah.
So
right now there's 2 of us full time on the team, and then we work with contracted writers and photographers.
Right. But just really kind of doing the day to day.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's selling, getting artwork, getting the layout, getting it ready to go.
Yep.
Wow.
Plus all the other stuff.
Right.
Like
just the event, a business thing.
Yeah,
right.
Business, the events, the website.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the events. So when you release your magazine, you do a girls' night out event, and you've been doing that for a long time too. Is that since kind of the inception?
Yeah. Close to. We didn't do it for the first couple, but pretty much I think in 2016 is when we started doing a girls' night out to celebrate the launch of everything.
Yeah. And what was that? Did that just come about saying we're done, so we want to have a little fun and we're going to invite our friends to do it?
Yeah. It was a way to grow the magazine and to get in front of a larger group of people. And so far our events have been like one of the biggest ways that we've been able to market the magazine and kind of get new readers and find a new community.
Right.
So we have just this great community of women a lot of regulars who come to our events. And then I love seeing new people every time too.
So is the magazine subscription based?
So we have a hybrid model. When we started out, it was free, and we distributed all over the county and around the county. When COVID hit, we had to sort of change our business model. Production costs went up. I think when I calculated it, just for production alone, our costs went up over 400%. Yeah, it was crazy. Within like a 2-year time span. So, you know, like everybody during and after COVID, all small businesses, we had to sort of figure out, okay, what are we going to do? We have to make some changes. And we decided to move to a subscription-based model. But having said that, we also started to have a digital issue for every issue that we have as well. Okay. So you can get the print magazine mailed to you via subscription. And right now you can also view the issue online on digital version of it for free.
Okay, so that's great. So
yeah,
you can look at that for free.
Yeah.
That obviously it's when you're talking about reach and trying to get your advertisers' eyeballs and all of that, that helps with that.
Yeah. So it's kind of a cool little like hybrid model that we have. And then you can still pick up, if you're not a subscriber, you can also pick up limited copies at some of our annual advertisers as well. So it's a way to get people into their doors also.
Very good. Yeah. So if you see somebody in one of the magazines, you can head over there and see if they've got a copy. That's excellent.
Yep.
What has been, do you have a favorite issue? Maybe, favorite time of year issue or?
Well, every year for the past, I think 4 years now, every May and June, we do what we call our boss issue. And so that's always a special issue, especially for me, because one of the reasons why I started Sass was because I enjoyed helping women-owned businesses. Yeah. And our boss issue is all about female entrepreneurs. Yeah. So that I would say that one every year is just a really fun one to go.
Yeah, it probably does put kind of the icing on the cake. Yeah. For everything you're about. And what Sass? I mean, I get Sass, but was that really just kind of like, you know what? We got a little bit.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it was. It was also an inside joke, kind of between me and my husband. I tell people as a kid, my parents would laugh at this, but also nod their heads in agreement. I was always just questioning. I was always the kid who was like, well, why? Why do I have to do it that way? Like, or why are we doing it? Why, which some, maybe didn't appreciate, but it was just how my brain worked. I just always wanted to know the why and figure it out. And if it didn't make sense to me, I had a little bit of sass apparently. And yeah. So even growing up, and then even after I got married, my husband and we would joke, and he would always be like, "Don't sass me," or I'd say it to him. And then when I was thinking about starting a magazine, immediately that was just the name that came. Yeah, it was not even a thought. Yeah, yeah, because every woman has a little bit of sass in that. Yes.
Are you from this area?
I am. I'm born and raised in Frederick.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. What area did you grow up in?
I grew up in Iamsville.
Okay.
So really close to Damascus. So we were really far out there. I went to Linganore High School.
Okay. Yeah, very good. What do you love about Frederick?
Oh gosh. There's so many things really. But what I tell people is I feel like Frederick is this kind of special bubble, and it's almost like you can take it for granted until you go to other places where everybody is, especially in the small business community, just so supportive of each other instead of trying to compete with each other. Like businesses here really, really try to collaborate, and they try to lift each other up. They try to refer each other. And even before I started my own business, when I was in the advertising and marketing field working here, I noticed it even then. And to this day, it's still like that. I would say it's even more like that because there's so many different ways now that businesses can work together. I don't know.
It's a great place to start a business because you have so much support on offer. It's not even, you don't even have to really look for it, I don't think.
Yeah. Plus, I love that it's like a small town feel. Like you can walk down the street and you can see somebody that you might know, but also there's a lot, we have the arts, we have shopping, we have great breweries and restaurants. We're really close, we're here close to the mountains for outdoor.
Yeah.
It's like it has a little bit of everything for everyone.
Wait, on your off time, which I'm sure is like mine, what do you enjoy doing?
That's
I would be putting on my soft clothes that early. That's
right. I've always been an avid reader, so I love reading. That's a hobby of mine, and I do have a rule. Even though I like learning about business, I will listen to business podcasts, but I won't read business books because that is like the one thing that is just for joy, for pleasure. I don't want to have to think about. In fact, it's my escape from business.
yeah. You like the mystery, the romantic, the
Yeah, I like the
like beach reads.
yeah, I like a lot of like fantasy, urban fantasy, romance, sci-fi, you know.
It is an escape, right?
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of magic, a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit, that's me. I'm in.
Yeah. If a potential advertiser wants to reach out to see about getting in the magazine, where do they have to do?
They can reach out to us directly via email at advertising@sassmagazine.com, or they can go on the website and they can download our media kit and sort of see all of the things that we offer. We try to make our advertising packages really small business friendly. So we have a lot of different price points, different ways that advertisers can get involved. So that's one of our missions, is to really make it so that it's able for even the smallest of the businesses to see themselves in it.
Yeah. Is there somebody you've interviewed or had in the magazine where you were just like that?
There's been so many. That's a hard one. I will say one. Well, there's been so many amazing interviews and photo shoots, but the one that really always sticks with me that I probably will never forget is we were doing an article about women who had recovered from addiction, and the photo shoot was in a coffee shop. It was at Dublin Roasters in the coffee shop. We were in one of the back rooms, and our photographer, there was 3 women sharing their story, which was so brave. And our photographer, her vision was she just wanted it to look like kind of like a conversation. So those 3 women, they just started telling each other and talking about their experiences. And it was, I don't know, it was so inspirational and so powerful. And I just remember sitting there at one point, and I think I forgot that I was working a photo shoot. The photographer forgot, we all just, we were all just just stopped and just listened. It was so powerful. So I'll never forget that one.
Yeah. So great. You have a vehicle to be able to share that story, both in words and in photos.
Yeah.
Go grab Sass Magazine, get a subscription, head over to one of the advertisers to see if there's a copy, or you can look at it online. And you come out every other month?
Yep, every other month, so 6 times a month.
Every other month.
The next issue is our holiday issue. We just released it to subscribers. So if you're a subscriber, you get the issue earlier and you get it, mailed to you. It will be released to the public, I believe, in early November.
Okay. Well, there you go. Check out Sass Magazine. This is Kim Dow. She is the owner, founder, girl extraordinaire, the boss. Really. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. There we go. Got it going. All right. We are now going to do everything. What's happening in Frederick, of course, sponsored by Taco Bar. A lot of great events. For the calendar, you go to promocircus.com, click on Everything Frederick Live, and then click on events. Or if you look at the YouTube video description or the description of the show you're watching, there should be a hyperlink there where you can click and just go to it. I don't know why I never did that before, but things we do. All right. All month long. And again, I don't know why some of these logos aren't coming up. That was the Frederick County Animal Control logo. But all cats and dogs who are 5 years or older are available with no fee from Frederick County Animal Control. Now, of course, you still have to fill out the application and do all of that, but there are no fees for the aged to perfection animals. 5 years old is still young. So go out if you're looking to get yourself a new possum pet. Be sure to do that. Tonight is the Sass Holiday Market at Rack Brewing. You can get your tickets. Go to sassmagazine.com. 6 p.m. tonight. Also today, take your I voted sticker to North Market Pop Shop. You get a free soda today, noon to 9 p.m. So no matter when you vote, get your sticker, take it to North Market Pop Shop, and get a free soda today. All right. Tomorrow, the Frederick County Animal Control Microchip Clinic is on. It's $20 for that one. You can go by 200 Monroe starting at 11:30 for their Artisan Bakery pop-up sale. Join us 5 to 7 tomorrow evening at Cocktails and Conversations at the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street. I love it. It's the best group. It's small. It's fun, maybe 15 to 20 people, but I meet new people every single time and have some new friends now because of it. Thursday, the Special Needs Dance Party, FCF Church, 11:30. How about going for some line dancing at Thurmont American Legion at 7 p.m.? You can do that on Thursday. Friday, Frederick at Night. It is the merchants are open late in downtown with fun goodies and specials at 5 to 8 p.m. Plus the Light Walk returns through March. Also, 7 to 9 p.m., the Veterans Celebration is at Old Mother Brewing. You can check that out. Saturday, lots of stuff happening on Saturday, noon to 3. Go taste some of the food that I'm going to show you in the What's for Dinner segment, which is going to air right now after a quick break. That's at the Common Market on 7th Street. There is root beer tasting. It is a family challenge at North Market Pop Shop. It's at 2, 3, or 4 o'clock. You can get your tickets. You get 6 tastings. You get a discount on all your purchases for that day. It's a really great time. Plus, you get to choose your favorite and make a float out of it as well. Ticket includes all of that great stuff. Plus, they have in there they're taking orders for their advent calendar, and you can pick up some of their Christmas candy, which is out now, including some, what do they have? Candy canes in like sour cream and onion and bacon flavoring, which is kind of fun. All right. We talked about that. 5:30 on Saturday is the Rotary Tip-Off Tournament at Hood College if you want to see some basketball. And 6 to 8 p.m. is the Harlem Wizards at FCC. If you want to, I thought I put it in at Friday too. So Friday at 5:30, that tip-off challenge, that tip-off tournament is at Hood. So maybe if you want basketball on Friday, you go to that Friday, and then on Saturday you head to the Harlem Wizards. There's a plan. All right, Sunday, it is the I did it on Sunday. That's supposed to be Saturday. Dang it. Okay, that was my fault. That's supposed to be Saturday. That 2 p.m. Rotary Tip-Off Tournament is Saturday. All right. And the U.S. Air Force Concert Band is at the Weinberg on Sunday. And of course, it is the 92nd Veterans Day Parade in Brunswick, which I need to add. All right. These are the things that are coming soon. A lot of great things coming up in the months ahead, including the free turkey distribution at Nimio Field at Harry Grove Stadium on the 20th. You just have to be a Frederick County resident and prove that. If you want to attend the Mary and Bright's exclusive premiere, it is $25 for tickets. You get light fare and adult beverages included before and on the bus. You can reach out to me and let me know, or if you go to promocircus.com, go to the calendar, Everything Frederick Live, calendar of events at the very bottom. You can go on and purchase your tickets. $25. Just about 40 people will be fit onto the bus, upper and lower deck, and we'll make sure everybody gets a chance up top. And let's see, what else do we have? Christmas Bash for Kids is coming soon to benefit Christmas Cash for Kids. And December, Kris Kringle Procession. Registration is open now. Go to CelebrateFrederick. Are they .org or .com? Celebrate Frederick on Facebook, I know, has the link as well. So go there, Get the link if you want your group registered to participate in the Kris Kringle procession. It's a lot of fun. And then in February, we're looking forward to the African Americans of Excellence exhibit kickoff. Tickets are going to be on sale soon. We are going to reveal the artwork on this show on November 18th. All right. So one more quick break, and then we're going to go with the What's for Dinner segment that's coming up right after this scrambled show that we have today. I apologize for that. Here we go.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation. A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters and build you a new patio and deck if you need that as well. Contact A&S Construction. You can email Sandra at info@ansconstruction.net or visit them online, ansconstruction.net, or you can give her a call. Remember, as a Good Morning Frederick viewer, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Screenshot that so you have it. A&S Construction. All right, let's do What's for Dinner. I hate that question. It's Danny Gurry here with a brand new segment we like to call What's for Dinner. Common Market specializes in fresh, made-to-eat or made-to-cook options for busy families on the go. From made fresh pizzas to Thanksgiving side dishes, Common Market has selections that are fresh, healthy, and ready to go. Common Market, your locally owned grocery and cafe. We're with Jenny at the Common Market. This is the Thanksgiving sides and extras tastings.
Yep.
What do you have for us today?
We're doing this really cool Reed's Harvest Spiced Apple Cider.
Okay.
We have two non-dairy eggnogs.
Okay.
So not egg, nog.
Yeah.
Holiday nog.
Yeah, it's hard to say
Yeah.
that without the egg in it, right?
And South Mountain Creamery eggnog.
Okay, so
Yep.
two non-dairy and one regular from South Mountain. All right, well, let's try. So this is the South Mountain Creamery eggnog.
Oh, I bet that's good.
Would you like to try it? Oh, try to get it.
Okay, we'll share.
Okay.
Oh, that's really good, actually.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, really smooth. Really, yeah, that's really good. Okay, I'll try this oat.
This one?
Oat nog. All right, so this is Chobani, like the yogurt company.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is oat nog.
oat milk. Okay,
Yeah.
never had this. That's actually really good. That's actually, I don't know what I was expecting, but that's really.
You really get a lot of that oatmeal
Yeah.
flavor with that. I love it.
Yeah. Isn't that good?
This is the company that makes the fun, or the really good spiced ginger ale.
Oh.
I think it is.
Well, that's very, very appley.
Oh, I like that one.
I haven't
Very
tried it yet.
appley. It's like really carbonated apple juice, really is what it. So that would be great additions to your your holidays right here. So at the Common Market, you can get all sorts of things, beverages, great food, sides. So apple cider,
Yes.
the thing of the season as it's getting colder. So what do we have here? It smells so good, amazing.
Nothing like some hot apple cider.
Yeah.
We've just we've got this Ziegler's
Okay.
autumn harvest apple cider, and
Yeah.
we've added some mulling spice.
Okay.
And some fresh orange.
God, you can smell that.
Yeah,
The-
I'll give you some
oh,
of
amazing.
because it's
Yeah.
cooled off a little bit. But
Awesome. And so really you can just heat this up in a crock pot or on the stove and have it ready to go for your guests. Oh
yep,
yeah.
and it just fills your house with the most
the
amazing
smell, I know, it's like a
smell.
potpourri on your stove and then you
Yeah.
can drink it. Not real potpourri, obviously. only this guy.
And we're not featuring it today, but we do have some local apple cider that we sell as well from McCutcheon's, which
Yeah.
is just right down the street.
So
Yeah,
good.
So good.
Really, really good. Yeah.
Yep. So comforting.
Common Market
Yes.
has a lot of great things for Thanksgiving. Now I know you guys are doing the turkey today,
Yes.
and you guys sell these,
Yes.
but not prepared, right?
Not prepared,
People
so they'll
don't
be
buy them
frozen.
prepared. So all people have to do is make their turkey.
So we have our turkey here, smoked
Yeah.
turkey, and then we actually have a field roast. It's hazelnut and cranberry, and this is a great vegan option too.
Oh.
Yes, and then we pair that with our mushroom gravy. It's a vegan gravy.
Okay.
Continuing on a larger vat of mushroom gravy. Love
Okay.
that. And then we have our regular turkey or poultry gravy here.
Okay.
And then we actually have our butternut squash baked pasta. That's got a little
Ooh.
spinach, a little parm. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Okay.
And we have our traditional stuffing here, and then our cranberry sauce too.
Oh, excellent. All right.
Hello, how
Look at
are
this
you?
plate. So Maddie's gonna show us all the desserts we're gonna need for Thanksgiving. All right, what do we got today?
All right, so you can never go wrong with cheesecake, and you can never go wrong with pumpkin. So on our farthest right here is our vegan pumpkin cheesecake. It has a tofuti base, so non-dairy. It also has an egg replacer, just in case anyone is worried about that. So this is our vegan. It also comes with a super special vegan buttercream cinnamon frosting.
Ooh.
So you get that extra level of flavor. And then over here is just our regular pumpkin cheesecake. Same thing as our vegan, except it has dairy and eggs in it.
Right.
And then this one just gets our house-made whipped cream and then that good home feeling of love. And that's
Yeah,
it.
love it. So when people order for Thanksgiving, are these over in the bakery? Is that, where are these
This is
stored?
normally in our cold case for the
Okay.
bakery. So
Okay.
depending on the location, you'll
Sure.
see it with all of our other cafe homemade baked goods.
Yeah.
You can also special order them as whole pies.
Okay.
So you just need to call the bakery, place your order. They'll tell you an estimate on the cost and then when you can pick up.
Oh,
So
nice.
you can have that special made when you need it.
Oh, very, very good. Thanksgiving's done right here at Common Market. Easy peasy. All right. If you want an easy Thanksgiving dinner, head to the Common Market. All right. And they have 7th Street or Bucky's Town Pike, of course. All right. Coming up tomorrow, Bob and Chris will be back from WFMD's Morning News Express. I will introduce you to Social Eats. Audie from Frederick Social announces a great food program that you can order and pick up. Delicious. Social Eats. And then Tamara from Shepherd Pratt talks Turkey Trot. I had no idea how many people participate. Oh my gosh. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing day. Get out there and be great, Frederick.
From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it. Good Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host